Well, hello to the world from Southern Ontario here in Canada this May 20th. Want to know how things are going for us poor Canadians? Yeah, let's have a quick overview of some of the points. Trudeau's been in power for 6 years now. Let's have a quick review. Well, the scandals are countless. We can't even keep up to them. He's managed to slide through them all through a variety of, well, let's be blunt, crooked fashions. More scandals than the entire scandals in the course of our country's history. Scandals, you can't even count them. Let's see, we went from $250 billion in deficit roughly to, well, us Canadians aren't sure whether it's 1, 2, or 3 trillion. Because when the Trudeau government is asked, they don't answer to it. We do know we're printing $3 billion a week after borrowing gobs of money from, well, they don't really tell us where or how much. We do know that's going to cause, well, it's already causing inflation, and probably, well, it's pretty well guaranteed it'll turn into hyperinflation. We have Chinese military forces practicing maneuvers on both land and air. Well, the rest of the world seems concerned about China rather, and their aggression in the South Pacific, and, well, pretty well all over the world. Trudeau seems to be welcoming them with open arms. We have no idea how many of them are here or what's going on, because when asked, they don't really comment on that. The western 4 provinces, well, they're pretty well ready to separate. People in Ontario seem to be unaware of that, but, well, that'd be because the mainstream media doesn't talk about it. Trudeau gave the mainstream media $600 million last year. He already has Facebook in his pocket. Prior to and during our last federal election, Facebook would post nothing that was derogatory towards Trudeau or the Liberal government. So our news media is being tampered with. It's a polite way of putting it. On that note, it looks like Bill C-10 is going to go through, which takes control of all media, not just this social media, but it'll be newspapers, radio, the whole bit. I'm sure you're aware there's only 3 other countries in the world that do that: Communist China, North Vietnam, North Korea. Yeah, we're going to join that illustrious numbers. He's lined his cabinet and turned the party from the Liberal Party of Canada into the Trudeau Party. There's nothing else to be called for it. It's quite evident he wants the Eternal Crown. When the COVID first broke out, was announced officially just a little over a year ago, first thing he tried to do was to declare the War Measures Act, giving him complete autonomy, negating our parliamentary process. That didn't fly. The opposition shut him down. 2 weeks later, he tried the Emergency Measures Act. That didn't fly. Same deal. So he just prorogued Parliament for all summer, closed it, and created a whole bunch of laws during that time, did what he wanted. We have a gun, what do they call it? Gun buyback program. It's gun confiscation. Didn't even go through Parliament. He put it through an order in council, bypassing our parliamentary process. Dictatorially said, I'm coming for your guns. Nothing has been really happening with that because he can't seem to find anybody who come to take the guns. Our military and our police forces have said, no, we're not going to do that. Maybe that's why the Chinese military's here. He needs some brown shirts to come take the guns. I skimmed something the other day. I wish I'd taken a better look at it, but I think $2 billion has been allotted for the gun confiscation plan. We know in history who's confiscated guns and what happened there. Our immigration numbers and the cost in dollars and cents to our society, unknown. We know he's got an open door policy that's unparalleled. in the world. The numbers coming in are massive. It's destroying us financially and culturally, socially. Again, the numbers, we have no idea. They won't tell us. Oh, am I missing anything here? Oh, Quebec just filed a bill, Bill 96, that in the mainstream media they keep talking about language, culture, but it says right in the bill they want, oh, should have wrote down the word, says right in the bill they're good. Oh, sovereign, a sovereign state. They want to be a sovereign state. That's the term. That means they plan on leaving the country. Now, some people might think that's a good thing. Some people might think it's bad. I'm not going to get into arguing that one. It's a whole nother topic. In Canada, the West is really sick of the East. Billions and billions of dollars have been taken from the oil economy to Quebec. They have special concessions nobody else has. So a lot of people might be happy to say, yeah, well, Quebec, take off then, we really don't care. But the West being ready to separate, Trudeau's done nothing except encourage it. Because then what, he could declare the War Measures Act? What would happen? Who knows? Last weekend, May 15th, every major city across the country had thousands of people out in the streets protesting. 25,000 in Toronto, over 5,000 in Ottawa. The mainstream media cut those numbers in 10 to present them. They said, oh, there's 500 and 2,500. I don't know how many there were across the country. I mean, the number of people and the number of rallies. It wasn't just the big cities. And public protest in Canada, I mean, that's something new to us. To have to be out in the streets protesting. It's really heating up here in Canada. That Trudeau wants the Eternal Crown. Well, if nothing else, Bill C-10 really brought that forward. You should see the comments, the numbers of comments. We're stuck with him for another 2 years till the next election, although I myself have been arguing for the longest time we're never going to have another free vote in Canada unless, we're fortuitous enough he's struck by lightning or something like that, because it's more than evident what he's up to. He wants a dictatorship. Oh, there's a bunch of other stuff going on, none of it good, none of it pretty, but I'll leave it at that. That's a quick overview of what's happening in Canada, world. It's not looking good for us. Take care.